Hello friends, this is Manish Tripathi from PSC Forum, and in this video we'll cover important topic, that is drainage of Chhattisgarh. I'll make another video for rivers of Chhattisgarh where I will explain all the important rivers and their tributaries in detail. But before that, we must know the various drainage system that exist in Chhattisgarh. First of all, we should know the meaning of drainage system or drainage pattern. So, for example, this line denotes the flow of Mahanadi. Now, there are various tributaries that joins Mahanadi from north and south direction. So, this whole area, the whole area from which a particular river, that is main river, Mahanadi, collects its water. So, this whole area from which it collects its water is called drainage. That is why drainage area is often defined in terms of kilometer square. So this is the meaning of drainage. Now let us look into the important drainage systems of Chhattisgarh. So the first important drainage system is Mahanadi. I'll tell the drainage pattern in decreasing order. So Mahanadi is the largest drainage system in Chhattisgarh. It covers approximately 56.15% of total drainage. The total length of Mahanadi, that is from its origination to the point where it forms delta or the point where it merges with Bay of Bengal, the total length is 77,432 kilometers square. And its length in Chhattisgarh is 858 kilometers. So let us understand few important points from Mahanadi River. So Mahanadi River originates from Mount Sihava, which is in Farsia village, again located at Dhamtari district. So Farsia village, Dhamtari district, and mount's name is, the range's name is Sihava. So it is the point from where Mahanadi originates. Then it flows along the northeast direction and pours its water or merges with the main water body, that is Bay of Bengal. And the place where it merges with Bay of Bengal, or the place where Mahanadi forms its delta, is called Paradeep. It is in Odisha. You must have heard of this place. We'll study important dams and important tributaries of Mahanadi in detail when we'll study the Mahanadi drainage system separately. Various names of Mahanadi often asked in the examinations. So do remember these names. In ancient time, it was known as Kanaknandani River. In Satyug time, that is in Vayu Puran, it was mentioned as Nilotpala. In Dwapar Yug, that is from Skand Puran, it was mentioned as Chitrotpala. And the other name is Harshatulya. So Kanaknandani, Nilotpala, and Chitrotpala and Harshatulya. These are the various names of Mahanadi. Do remember these names and the yug in which these names were popular. Now, the next in the order is Godavari drainage system. So river Godavari originates in Maharashtra. So this is the place where it originates. It is Nasik. So from Nasik, Triambakeshwar Nasik, it originates and follows a northeast direction and travels across the Maharashtra, then takes a southeastern and makes boundary with Telangana and southern Chhattisgarh. Do remember this point. Godavari River does not enter into Chhattisgarh. It just flows along the boundary line. So these 2 points where Godavari connects with Chhattisgarh, these 2 points are Bhadrakali and Kotru. So this is the point. It is called Bhadrakali, and this point is Kotru. So Bhadrakali and Kotru, it is a 15-kilometer stretch, and it is the boundary line along with which Godavari River flows. Then it flows along the boundary line and enters its water or merges with Bay of Bengal. The place where it forms its delta is called Yanam, and in particular the place is called Kakinada. Kakinada is the name of village where river Godavari merges with Bay of Bengal, and the name of total area in large is Yanam. Yanam is the union territory, one of the union territory, and Kakinada is the name of village. So it is river Son. River Son originates from Anuppur district of Madhya Pradesh, which is near to Korea, and then flows along the northeast direction and merges with river Ganga at a place, Patna. You must be heard knowing this place. So Patna is a place where river Son merges with river Ganga, and most of the north rivers which originates from East Baghelkhand Plateau and this is Patland, they are the tributaries of river Son. We'll study in detail about these tributaries when I will make a separate video on Son Ganga drainage pattern. And this is the third largest drainage system of Chhattisgarh. It covers approximately 13.63% of total drainage. Do remember the order, percentage शायद ना पूछे, but आपसे order जरूर पूछ सकता है. So the longest drainage system or the longest area is Mahanadi drainage, then it is Godavari, and then it is Son. After Son, you will find another drainage, that is Brahmani drainage. Remember this point, Brahmani drainage does not flows in Chhattisgarh. It originates in Jharkhand. It originates from Jharkhand. Gumla district से निकलती है ये नदी and then flows along the southeast direction and finally pours its water into Bay of Bengal at a place, the place where it forms its delta. This place is called Kendrapara. Kendrapara is in Odisha. So this is the this is the pattern of Brahmani drainage system. Now, one of the river, that is Sank and Koyal. These are the two small rivers that actually originates from northeast Chhattisgarh, or you can say that Jashpur and Balrampur district. So these are the tributaries of Brahmani river. So so it is also one of the drainage system of Chhattisgarh. It covers approximately 1.03% of total drainage. Do remember important tributaries Sank and Koyal. So these are the tributaries of Brahmani river. Now coming to the most important, which is often appear in your examination, और ये कई बार गलती करते हैं हम. It is normally believed that Narmada drainage system does not exist in Chhattisgarh, but it is wrong statement. Actually, approximate 0.55% of total drainage is also covered by Narmada river. So let us understand Narmada river first. So this is Amarkantak ki Pahadi, and from Amarkantak Pahadi, Narmada Nadi originates and it flows along the west direction, flows across Madhya Pradesh and then finally pours its water into Arabian Sea. That is Gulf of Kambhat. Do remember this point. If you observe here, most of the rivers are flowing in the east direction. यदि आप यहाँ पे ध्यान से देखेंगे, मैंने आपको फिजिकल ज्योग्राफी में भी कराया था. These are the basically parts of Deccan Plateau, and Deccan Plateau का जो slope है, it is from west to east, and that is the reason why most of the rivers in Deccan Plateau or in peninsular India flows along the east direction and pours their water or merges with Bay of Bengal. The exception is Narmada river. You must also be knowing that Narmada river flows between two important mountain ranges, that is Vindhyachal and Satpura. Then it flows in the west direction, and the reason why it is flowing in the west direction, because it is a raft valley. It flows along the faults created by the mountains. We'll understand this thing in better when we'll study the geology of India. So for time being, do remember this point. This Narmada is a west flowing river because it is a raft valley. It flows along the fault, and that is the reason why it follows the west direction. So this is also one of the important drainage pattern of Chhattisgarh, and it covers approximately 0.55% of total drainage. Now let us come to Chhattisgarh. So this is district Kavardha. It is west district of Chhattisgarh, and two important rivers, that is Tada and Banjar. Tada and Banjar are the rivers, are the tributaries of Narmada river, and that is why Narmada drainage is also part of Chhattisgarh drainage system. Let us revise me again the pattern, the important decreasing order. The first is the largest drainage system, the largest drainage area is of Mahanadi, followed by Godavari, followed by river Son Ganga, then followed by Brahmani, and in the end, इसको भूलिएगा नहीं, in the end it is river Narmada. So this